Alright, back again. Today we get out the old MSX+2 FDD, and I figured we could put in this game here. Greatest Driver. So, let's pop that in and play some of that. Now, this game itself has some pretty good intro music. Pretty good music all the way around, except when you're playing the game. There's no music. So, I'll let you see here for yourself. Try and adjust this as best as I can. But yeah, it's got some cool options to it, but playing the game, I don't know. Maybe there's an expansion module that's needed for the sound for the game, I'm not sure. But when you're playing it, it just really is irritating. Just constant ream. And there's many laps in this game too. It's like something like 16 or so. It's loading the floppy right now. Takes a few seconds, but I mean, if they had music for the racing part of the game, it would be perfect. Alright, here's our intro. It's probably going to ask for just B here in a second. Pack block, which I don't think I have any extra game packs for this. It's for saving options, I think. Which is another thing that I'm wondering if it needs a special sound chip for the, or an expansion for the in-game. Because I can't imagine doing this without it. Alright, here on your main screen you got your race mode, you can do battle mode, high speed mode, tuning, and commands, so you can enter in different commands here for the game itself. Tuning mode, this allows you to change around some of the car features. So here you got your wrench. You go around the car, and right now I'm using the joypad, the MSX joypad. If you've been around for a long time, this is the one that Alec John gave me. Really comes in handy because it looks like the NES Max, and has this nice, you know, button on it to where you can just kind of act like a mouse. So let's go here. Here you can choose your different engines. Let's see. And if you notice on the side, it'll change the letter. Then oh, come on. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. And your shocks. Tires. And your wing. And this is a two-player game. Unfortunately, I think it's maybe always two-player, because every time I start up the game, it starts off with both cars on the racetrack, and you'll see the one at the bottom just sitting there, and the other one will, the top one will be player 1, and you can actually race with it. Alright. Different places, since, let's see here. Round 1, Brazil, so let's give it a shot. It's funny, they have Detroit on there. So far, so good with the music and everything, but this is where it gets quite frustrating or irritating. This is all you hear throughout the game. No music at all, and if you notice, the first round isn't so bad. It's just 3 laps, but the further on you get in the game, it gets like 10 laps. If you can imagine 10 laps of this, only sound, it can be quite frustrating. We won't play all 3 laps here, but there's a pit stop area too. We'll try and go into the pits. You know, other than that, it's a pretty cool racing game for back in the day. I think this thing came out in what was it, 88? Is that what it said? I can't remember. Kind of like a pole position kind of game. If you notice on the right, you have your gear shift. Up in the upper right hand corner, it tells you damage to your car. It'll turn red after a while, and or yellow then red. So if you hit something or another driver hits you, you have to pull into the pits and they'll repair you. But the pits, it's really difficult to get in there because there's like signs and you actually have to roll into the signs, but they come up so quickly that if you don't see them coming, then you'll go right past it. First stage is always the easiest. Sometimes your car will go out of control and you gotta stop and restart a little bit. Bear with me for a couple more seconds and hopefully I can get into that pit area. There we go. And then here's the pit stop. Shows you the seconds times elapsed, how long it takes to get out. And you can see player 2 down there just getting mangled. But those pit stop signs are really, really short. Once you see the first pit area, until you see the, the last one, there's only about a couple of seconds. There's player 2 I just hit. But I think that's about enough. For the most part, I think you can get a good idea of the game itself. Let me see if I can back out of this. Pressing F1, it'll back us out of here. But that is Greatest Driver for the MSX FDD, or MSX+2 FDD. And yeah, it's a decent game aside from the fact that there's no music in the when you're driving. But once again, I'm not sure if that's based on not having a separate expansion for it or not. But that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. Interesting here, like how they have, country names and then they have like nationalities here,